marzo 2020. Questo è la data ufficiale di quello che in America viene considerato l'era del Covid. Perché? Perché è il momento in cui Donald Trump, Mr. Orange, pone il ban contro le linee aeree, contro l'ingresso, contro l'ammissione di qualsiasi tipo di turista, specialmente cinese, quello che lui considera the China virus.
C'è stato un atteggiamento secondo me abbastanza irresponsabile, che ha mancato di leadership nel trasmettere il messaggio ai cittadini che era un problema grosso e che bisognava affrontarlo in maniera responsabile.
Our own president is going against his medical advisor or against the CDC or the WHO, and there was no understanding of what was right and what was wrong. And so what that meant was that the everyday citizen took it upon themselves to figure out, well, I'll do ginseng, or I read this blog post on Reddit, or this is the doctor and this doctor is in Turkey, or this person's not even a doctor and you should take silver. And we're all trying to figure out our own ways through this, and there was just no consensus.
C'è stata qui negli Stati Uniti una risposta un po' a macchia di leopardo dal punto di vista dei lockdown o delle chiusure, perché ogni Stato sta facendo un po' le cose diverse e in base al governatore ci sono misure che sono più o meno restrittive.
La Florida, Texas, che sono i poli del Partito Repubblicano. Cosa è successo? I governatori e i rappresentanti di questi stati non solo hanno evitato di dire ai propri cittadini la gravità della situazione, ma anzi hanno fatto di tutto pur di tenere aperte le spiagge, di tenere aperti i bar, di usufruire di quegli introiti economici che hanno sempre sostenuto questi rispettivi stati.
And I think that led to more fear and more division. And now 9 months later, I'm not even really sure how serious this is, because our own president got it on a Friday and was fine on a Monday.
Questo non ha fatto altro che aiutare lo spread out del virus e a mettere un paletto ben distinto tra la politica e il sistema sociale americano, tra i repubblicani e i democratici.
La scienza e gli esperti possono veramente aiutare a prevenire e non soltanto a spegnere il fuoco quando la casa è già in fiamme.
There have definitely been deliberate attacks on Black people, African Americans, people of color for years now, dating back to way before this, way before 2020, just in our history, in the history of this country. It's been a long-standing thing that these types of events have been happening over and over again, time and time again, all over the country.
There's so many things that have to be understood to kind of explain why when George Floyd died, it was outrageous, and in many ways, it was just one of another line of Black and brown bodies that have piled up at the hands of police brutality.
La questione di Breonna Taylor e George Floyd sicuramente ha influenzato moltissimo, ha incrementato la tensione sociale di questo negli Stati Uniti, anche già provata per via del Covid.
This year in particular, given the major events and the major unfortunate events that have happened with these people, but this isn't just starting to happen, this has been happening forever now. I think the difference now is really that technology has advanced, right? And that's given the opportunity for these types of events to be caught on camera.
Because so many people are at home, not distracted by work, not distracted by having to get ready to go somewhere, and they have to sit with it. That's what changed. That was what made George Floyd sit.
È un argomento che tocca perché tutti abbiamo visto cosa è successo. Sono episodi che succedono molto spesso e non venivano mai presi in considerazione dal bianco. Questa volta invece è successo.
La situazione in generale che riguarda le minoranze negli Stati Uniti è piuttosto grave, perché il modo in cui è costruita la società negli Stati Uniti marginalizza molto spesso le fasce più deboli della società.
You need to understand the history of America, and you have to really look deep to understand the roles and the rules that have been put in place that have kept people in a particular situation. And it's when you understand that, and that's what I had to understand as an immigrant to America, my parents had to understand as immigrants to America. It's when you understand the history of America and the systematic way that America has put Black and brown people in roles of, in places to not succeed, to not do well, then you understand where that's why there's systemic racism.
La società americana è stata costruita purtroppo cercando di impedire ad alcune fasce della popolazione di poter eccellere.
I think the Black Lives Matter movement is extremely important. It gives Black people an opportunity, and I think that is just the bottom line. Like, Black people have not always had the opportunity because they haven't been afforded the same types of situations or, you know, education programs or whatever it may be as white people or as someone that's not a person of color. This is finally like an opportunity for Black people to take, you know, be lent that hand that they've been needing and take an opportunity and work their way up in a system. Any company in general, if you want to succeed and succeed, you know, long term, there has to be diversity of thought. And you don't get diversity of thought in a room full of the same type of person.